I spent a while trying to focus this video, and then now I'm realizing that I haven't done my hair yet. That's a fail. I look presentable enough. Hello everyone. Today, since a lot of people have already started school and some are probably starting this week, I decided to do a video on surviving college, especially for freshmen. This could literally apply to everybody in college, but this is stuff that I wish somebody had told me when I was starting freshman year, and hopefully somebody finds them helpful. Before we even get into academics, the first thing that a lot of people worry about is making friends. Making friends is a challenge. I'm telling you, if I had to major in making friends, I would probably fail. I'm very introverted and I can be very quiet and I can be very shy with new people, and it takes me a while to get used to people. It takes some time until they realize that when I'm comfortable with them, they realize that I'm awkward and weird and random, but thankfully it works in my favor. So, but making friends in college, my advice when it comes to making friends is be more open. College is nothing like high school. High school, there's so many clique type groups, while in college everybody tends to be so friendly. Like everybody, you can get along with just about everybody, that you have more space to meet, people you click with, like more space. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you basically have more room to be people you click well with. And that's the good thing about college. It's like hard in that you don't see the same people in every single class, because you see different people in different classes. It's nothing like high school, but it's easy in the fact that everybody's so friendly. There's no such thing as like that's the popular group and that's the, you know what I mean? So my advice, just be a bit more open. It's something I should have followed when I first started college. The second thing, let's go through academics. First day of school. First day of school as a freshman is stressful, at least in my opinion, because you're going to all these classes, you're meeting all these professors, and all of them are giving you their syllabus, and they're going over the syllabus, and like you are just like, what is going on? It's like information overload. They're telling you all the papers that are going to be due, what your responsibility in the class is going to be like, and you just feel overwhelmed. But what you need to remember is that this is stuff that's spread out over the course of the semester. When they're talking about it, it seems like everything is due in a week. It's the most stressful thing. So I had to kind of train myself whenever we're going over the syllabus that this is spread out over the course of the semester. And I hear this all the time. You have to do things in advance. That's the truth of it. I have been guilty of not doing things in advance, and it came to bite me back in the behind. And you should do things in advance. I can't tell you how many times where I did things in advance, and then the due date is approaching, and the relief I feel when I know that I've already done it, it pays off. And the next thing, have a planner or an agenda. It will save your life. I have always prided myself in keeping things in my head all the time, and I've been pretty good at it. But an agenda, I need to stop looking there. But an agenda helps keep you in schedule, so you prioritize what you need to do in a day, and it gets things done. A lot of the things I'm telling you sound so obvious, but it's like they're easier said than done. But like I found that when I did these things, they helped me a lot. Third point, is this third or fourth point? Anyways, know your professor. Oh my gosh, this is probably the most important thing anyone could ever tell you, at least in my opinion. Get to know your professor, meet your professor, introduce yourself, and let them know how like interested you are in the class. Let them know how serious you are about the class. The professors are there to help you, but they can't help you if you're not willing to reach out to them. And when the professor knows you, guess what, when you have a hard time in the class, the professor thinks of, like, they don't grade your work, they grade you. And even, I'm not saying that if you did work that deserves a D, they will give you an A. No, but because they know the kind of person you are, they're more likely to reach out to you and talk to you. Be like, what's going on? You didn't do the best that you could, and they will help you out that way. So the most important thing you can do for yourself when it comes to school is know your professor and be intentional about it. My 5th point, know where every place that you can get help. Whether that's tutoring, whether that's the writing center. For a while I did not know where the writing center is when I started college, and I could have used it, especially since the first semester I took English. I needed help with writing, and the first semester I didn't do so well in English because I didn't go to the writing center to get people to help me. So know where all these places are and you will be so thankful. My 4th, 5th, I have lost count. 5th, let's call this 5th, study group. Study groups are helpful. Some people say they don't study well in study groups, but I have found that I'm the same way, but I found that study groups actually did help me, because I could study on my own, but then I would go in a study group, and what I didn't get on my own, somebody explains it better and I'm able to understand it better. And what somebody didn't get that I understand really well, I'm able to explain it better to them. So you kind of help each other out. And the thing I was saying about everybody being open, I was always nervous because making friends was a difficult time in college, I will be honest with you, but I was always nervous that how am I going to find study groups. But everybody worked together because we were all working for a common goal. So I could literally just ask people, like, are you guys doing a study group? And be like, yeah, join us. So just like I said, be open, ask. People will be accepting, and you will find study groups will be beneficial. I'm telling you now, I promise you that. 6th point, have some fun. If I had to point out any regrets in my college career, is that I didn't have fun. There's such a thing as too much fun, but there's such a thing as actually not having any fun at all. I barely went out, and that's probably why it was a challenge. Like, I wasn't as open with people. That's why it was a bigger challenge for me. So learn from my mistakes. So I barely did things with people. I barely just hang out and just be like, hey, you want to do this together? Just like on weekends when you have an hour or two, just hang out with some people and just have some chill time to just de-stress. It helps you de-stress, and it helps your college life so much more worthwhile. There's nothing wrong with having some fun. You just have to know when it is enough. That's the only thing. But trust me, this is great advice. You should have some fun, and you have to remember that you're not the only one going through it, because freshman year is the most stressful year ever, in my opinion. They say senior year is, but so you're used to everything senior year. Freshman year is the most stressful, but the thing is, like, you're not the only one going through it. Everybody's going through it. Even the sophomores and the juniors and the seniors, they understand because they've been through it, and they could serve as your mentors. Like, the schools do those mentoring programs where, like, upperclassmen can mentor freshmen. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you. And I have found that when I reached out to upperclassmen, they were very helpful, and they made me feel a bit more better that, okay, I'm not the only one. They went through it too, so they understand. So yeah, the last and best thing I can tell you is just, you're not the only one going through it, so reach out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe I will make more regarding on the subject of college. We'll see. But if you like this video, thumbs it up, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time. Stay blessed.